Make your own resources. The teachers need to make their own resources according to the needs of their students. As I said before, if the students are there who are kinesthetic learners, the teacher needs to keep a basket full of things. She needs to bring some resources or some materials to the class to cater for the kinesthetic learners. Usually the language teachers are advised to have a bag of materials with them, because language learning is made easy with the materials. So it is a good idea to make your own materials and keep them for years, because if once you make your own materials, you can always keep them for years of teaching in the school. You would not require to make them every year. You can just keep them safe in a bag or a basket, and every time you want your learners to learn something, you can bring those things in the class and then you can use the same. For example, if you want to teach your primary students about colors, you can have small colored balls put in a box and bring them to the class, and let those students look at those small balls, touch those small balls, and then know what is a yellow color or what is a green color or what is a red colored ball. So again, you can tell them to put those balls back in the box. So you are actually training them also to take care of their things and how to use things, and how to understand and visualize the name of the color. And also sometimes the shapes can be also learnt by looking at the shapes or by touching the shapes. This is being done in the Montessori schools more often, I have noticed, and that is a very good thing to do. Similarly, audio tapes for audio learners can be made, and also visual tapes for visual learners can be made by the teachers. It is not necessary for the teacher to have a big recording system to make audio and visual materials. She can also do it these days. We have these cameras and recorders in the mobile phones, and technology is very common. She doesn't have to be a perfect recorder. She can just bring in a clip, and it should not be really a very long clip, just for a second or two. It would be sort of an excitement for the students to look at a visual or listen to an audio, and also those who are visual learners or audio learners, they would be benefiting, and at the same time there would be a change in the routine of learning process. The students really get bored by looking at the books all the time. They want something more than that. School is their second home. So the teacher needs to make resources just in the same way as she makes resources to make her home comfortable. We do so much to make our homes comfortable. We bring in so many resources to make ourselves relaxed in our homes. Women, they do so many things to make their kitchens very practical. So in this similar manner, we need to make our classrooms very practical and a place as a second home for the students to come and enjoy. So the more resources you have in your classroom, your teaching becomes an easier job, because you have provided the things that the students need to learn. So you must have corners for your resources. You can always put a corner where there are audio, video resources. In schools such as secondary schools and higher learning schools, this thing is very easily done, because the students understand where the resources are and they can go there for help. In case you have a library, it is also a good idea to send your students there for extra resources. Also for the library books are also a good material to be used, and audio video resources can be made by the students as well. It has been noticed that schools which provide IT help in school, some students make their resources online. So that means they are making the videos or the audios, and they can just keep them for reference for their learning. Similarly, teachers can also make such recordings on their own and use them for years as their audio and visual aids for the classroom teaching.